We don't have too much time today. Oh, it's going to be a little bit of a cached video in the beginning. I don't know how to fix that. It seems strange. Okay. I'm testing a couple of things. So, with the RTMP multi-plugin, I'll explain a little later when people roll in, but let me know if the video quality is okay, because I've completely changed around the encoding and the type of stream, like technology-wise, that YouTube is receiving. Before I was using the older but legacy established standard RTMP. Now I'm using HLS, which is supposed to be newer. It supports better encoding, so I'm using NVENC and HEVC, since I do have an RTX card in the computer that I'm streaming from. It should give us a little better quality in 4K at the same level of bitrate, but I don't know. I also want to make sure everything is smooth on all the platforms. So if you have access to my Twitch and you're on YouTube, let me know if it's smooth there, because I made one small tweak to it. They don't fully support the same standards, but I did still at least update it to NVENC H.264. And then Rumble and Kick I left the same, but I still want to make sure they're smooth. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. Hobson Lopez, extreme window hinting. Sorry, I tripped up on that. Guess I'm still waking up. Solo City Pops, RJU Jones, Bear in the Garden, Ain Pepaloo, Jimmy and Mary. Ron is here. David Ballmer, Bill Kill, Beauty Love Creative, happy birthday. It's a birthday stream. I planned this. It's meant to be. Ron Gerstein, good morning. Molly Chamber, good morning. Hank P, good morning. Bear in the Garden, also on the Uetube YouTube, that is. Novarain, good morning. Sheila, good morning. Ollie Pine Tree, good morning. 4K video on Twitch, okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm still not doing the intermediate resolution myself. I know Twitch can do it on my behalf, and we're gonna wait until they enable that. That's just how it is. Vlog, good morning. William D'Angelo, good morning. Leon, good morning. Let's go through Grand Central. Mohsen Ali, hello. Mitchu, hello. Glad you're able to say it. Yeah, Twitch has 4K, like, kind of in secret. I don't think they fully support it. It's part of the beta, but I don't think I can't raise my bitrate on it. So hopefully it looks a little better, at least with the different encoder, even though the bitrate is the same. I can't seem to go any higher than 8,000 bitrate on Twitch. Otherwise you get like a black screen. It just doesn't, they don't want to receive that kind of video. All right, let's see, is this entrance open right now so you can take a look inside Grand Central? Yes. Definitely not carrying the whole PC. That's in my house. Ivy, hello. It looks like they might be setting up that like squash that they do sometimes here. The strong wood construction smell. On the left is the Grand Brasserie. But on the right, I think they're going to be doing the squash court or something. They've done that before. But right now is a very quiet time in Grand Central, as you can see. Really not that many folks on a early Sunday morning. Apple Store not yet open, though there's people up there. Probably employees of sorts. But otherwise, it's very quiet. What's up to Laura? Hello. Little G, hi. Peter O'Keefe in Australia. Good morning. Lynn and Graham. Yeah, the problem with Twitch is not everyone gets 4K. It's also region locked, unfortunately. Eve Arden, good morning. JD, good morning. Is anyone able to check Kick and Rumble to see if those are still working without frame drops? Jock Moore, good morning. Didn't leave any gum, but there's the Constellation ceiling at the top. Ivy for now, at least enjoy it virtually. But one day, hopefully. Mr. Big Daz, good morning. Conburn is high. Subhider, good morning. The gift shop that they sometimes set up the holiday, well, they usually set up every year, the holiday train is through this passage, and then it's on the right. Wesley Wu's in Hawaii. What time is it over there? It's probably like late day, right? Or like the evening? Yeah, there's the Transit Museum and store. They should have the holiday stuff up there later. Some of the tracks are on this level, some of the tracks are below us. But if you're taking Long Island Railroad, that's really deep. Really deep out of here. Hey Andy, good morning. Yeah, it's a wonderful station. This is what like Penn Station and Port Authority should be to welcome people into New York. But no. You think the 45th Street passage is open? Or are we going to have trouble getting out? Let's try. Tomoko in Yokohama. Good morning. Uh-oh, I lost one of my devices. Oh, actually, I'm curious about this one. Let's see if that's coming. Yeah, it comes back on its own. Nice. Yeah, I really need more devices like that T-Mobile hotspot. The link, TCL link spot thing. Yeah, Spencer, hi. Hold on a second. Let's see. Are we going to be able to get out of here? Synchronicities, I mean, that's like astrology. We don't do that here. Jeffrey Wu, good morning. Yeah, Kick doesn't let you go any higher than 1080. Rumble actually accepts 4K also. But, man, this is kind of eerie at this hour with nobody here. Am I going to be able to get out of here? I see the doors. Okay. Uh-huh. Face to face with the Roosevelt Hotel. Okay, that's where this takes us out onto. Interesting. Would I recommend the 10 Pro XL from the 8 Pro? Yeah, I think the 8 Pro to 9 Pro is actually a decent upgrade. And I think the 8 Pro from the 10 Pro is a pretty good upgrade. Even though the 9 and 10 have the same modem, it's much better than the modem in the 8, and the screen is much better than the 8. It gets much brighter. Okay, don't need that right now. The screen is much brighter in direct sunlight, so that's good. And the thermal management is better. So it depends on if the 8 is giving you, but also if the 8's not giving you any problems and you're satisfied with it and you can hold out another year, that's up to you also. But yeah, if you have like those little nitpicks, any one of the ones that I mentioned that affect you on a daily basis, then might be worth it. Damien is here. Good morning. Hey, Michu, thanks for the Prime sub over on the Twitchy side of things. Appreciate that. Sorry, I'm behind again. I started going off on technology tangents. John, good morning. Maki, Maki today is also in Yokohama. What's going on here? Why is the quality down for Ivy? What happened? I mean, they've really improved signal throughout subways and underground stations here in general, just not really on the train between stations. That's still questionable. Oh, there's some signal loss, okay. Yeah, I lost one of my signals momentarily. Mr. Dick is here, good morning. Caesar, hi. You have a nice day too, thank you. Damien still got some work to do. Hopefully it's not too crazy over there. Mrs. Mary, good morning. That's a cigar. The weirdest thing I've ever experienced in New York? I guess it depends on what you think is weird. There are probably a lot of occurrences on an everyday basis that an outsider might think is weird, but we don't even do a second look. Don't bat an eye. Lid. I still think it's weird that the guy in Chinatown randomly chased us, even though he was never even on any video. Just decided he's going to chase us around the middle of the block. Angvid is also over on Twitch, Twisted Dick Angvid. John Casella, good morning. Fascinating POV, good morning. Well, there's Hoka, so if these Brooks shoes don't end up working out for me, I should probably just go to the Hoka store here and try on until I find something. How are the the Hoka staff? Are they like knowledgeable shoe people, depending on what you're looking to do? Maybe we'll make a stream out of it one day. NYC walking show Steve was chased last night? Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you put yourself out there, you're a target of sorts as soon as you start walking around with technology. And the room temperature IQ people sometimes go for you. You know, it's just one of those things. Arzi, welcome back. Good to see you. But hopefully he's okay. I don't know. Is everything okay? I feel like when you say something like that, you should also, like, just in the same sentence before we get too far into our own imaginations, just say if everything's okay. But what was I up to? Joy, Johnny, Dan. CBD is better. Nothing says odd that there's no people out. I mean, go out into your city on 7:30 a.m. on a Sunday and let me know how many people are out. JD likes New Balance better. Well, that's the best thing. There's options for everybody. Fleet Feet or Brooklyn Running? Maybe. I hear a lot of music coming out of Rockefeller area. It's too early for that. He was okay, 110 YPD. Okay, that's good. I don't think they'll do much, but better to have some sort of... They might not even take the report. I feel like they don't even want to. depending on the situation. I don't know if there's Sunday 7 a.m. Mass at St. Patrick's, but there is a lot of activity around here. Yeah, my tech is rather discreet, but it's still not like invisible, you know, undetectable, especially if I have my Starlink out. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you have to do it to do Soul City, you know. MK, hello. I mean, I don't think we have 22 million people in Manhattan either, but I don't remember what Manhattan tops out at. Maybe 8 million during peak hours. I don't know. But yeah, just think, you know, think a little bit. That's all. Panda Gabs, good morning. Oh, Deborah's here. Good morning. Too many people believe everything they've ever heard about New York City. That's also true. I mean, especially when you have the sensationalist pieces by certain anti-New York people who also live here and take advantage of everything New York has, but at the same time write those junk pieces or junk videos. I guess this is really more considered Midtown. And we're on the east side technically because we're on the east side of Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue is the division point between east and west of Manhattan. So while we're on this side of Fifth Avenue, we're on the east side. Salvatore Ferragamo. They just put Ferragamo. We used to say the whole name, I think. And if we cross the street that way, just across that street, we're on the west side of Manhattan. Well, that's good, Charles. Biggswalk Sean is here. We're testing HLS. I can only see Kick Chat, actually, Bear in Garden. I can't see Rumble Chat. That one is not integrated into this application. I wonder if it's in Restream. Maybe I need to, well, I think Restream might not support 4K. I forget why I looked into Restream again, and then I gave up again on it. I forget exactly why. Oh, well. Shanetta Elliott, good morning. Rebel Row with a $5 super chat. Make sure you get your water in. Thank you, Rebel Row, for the support. Georgia Giovanni is also on YouTube now. Yeah, this was always our primary channel. They hate it here but won't leave. Yes. Amazing, right? Michael Franco, good morning. Uh-oh. Why does it say encoders offline? Hold on. Does that mean? No, it seems fine. It seems fine. Okay. I think sometimes I get the encoders offline message because it uses only one of the connections to show you the real-time display on Velobox. And if that connection has a hiccup, it takes a moment before it switches to another one. It doesn't use all three for that. It just uses one at a time, interestingly. Use Restream, you'll have a look. Yeah, I forget. I look into them every once in a while. Like, you have to pay when you go over a few services. But, like, the benefits are, you know, you're not relying on your own computer to encode multiple times to send to multiple services, but it's the chat that's more interesting to me because they can combine a lot of stuff. Anyone on 7th Street? I'm not sure what that means. Manila has 20 million people. Wow. Yeah, full NYC has a bunch, but yeah, Manhattan itself is like 8 something. Yeah, you pay for more than 2 platforms. It's supposed to support a lot of them. I just don't know if it supports 4K and It is nice to have the control over the encoder too, so I don't know. But Eunice, hello. Michael Stevens, hi. Right by the Trump Tower. Still rather quiet. Time check 7:40. Yeah, we don't have like, oh, what the heck just happened to my... Alright, we're good again. Yeah, we're not spending too much time today. We're going to Long Island later this morning to collect the child from Grandma. You know, it came to me, thank you, and I think, you know, I don't want to diminish the work my mom put into getting us to this country. But yeah, she went through a lot to make sure we come here. And here we are. Photo says just one cup of coffee today. All right, we'll all share it. Good morning, MN, good morning. Yvette Rivera, good morning. I think somebody asked about the weather also earlier. It's nice out. It's a little warmer than yesterday, but I mean, it's like 1 or 2 degrees different, right? Well, actually, did it become the same temperature? No, it's a little warmer. Nightbot said it's 63. My watch says it's 59, but I can't always trust that data. Oh yeah, maybe we could actually take a look into Grand Army Plaza South, because I talked about it last time and then I forgot to look into it. So Biggins and Walk Sean informed me that there is activity there, and they're doing a lot. All right, let me cross this way. Might be able to do a diagonal cross here. Let's see. Oh yeah. RJ, good morning. Rumble is available via Restream. That's interesting. And does Restream support 4K? That's another curiosity I have. Let's see. Looks like the sidewalk and the initial bench spots are getting finished up here. The fountain is still in disrepair. I don't know if they're going to finish that in time, but they already planted some new trees on this side. Looks like they might still have some work to do on the west part, but we'll see. If you use an external encoder like OBS with Restream, there's no resolution restrictions. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, Central Park, right up here. As we approach the William Tecumseh Sherman statue. But yeah, that's Central Park. This guy's turning, but he's got a red light. He's just gonna... Technically, you could report, since it's TLC, you could report him for running that red. I don't know, let me see the time again, 7:43. All right. Cooper time, glad you enjoyed. We'll do a little wrap around here to a part of Central Park before we head back. Rainbows, lights, it looks cold outside today. It's comfortable for me. It's right around 60 or so. I like it. But Jay Boss with a $5 super chat. Small Sunday, thank you. Thank you to you, Jay Boss. Appreciate that support. I'm gonna go down by the water over there when there's a moment to... Oh, is he supposed to go in there? How did that car do that? Unless it's some sort of official vehicle. I don't know. Interesting. Switch 2 test streams. Who knows? Oh, there's squirrels right on top of this tree. On top of me. I don't want them to dislodge something on my head. Congestion pricing has made over $250 million in tolls in the first 4 months. Well, I guess it's working, but the question is, are they going to use that money properly? They put a gigantic scaffolding over the Apple Store. It sounds like they had some sort of a mission to maintain the cube in all its glory, so they put a giant, really elevated scaffolding above it. I'm assuming they're going to be doing work on the building behind it. Maria's in bed. Feel better, Maria. Bear in the Garden cheered some biddies on Twitch. Thank you for that 100-bit cheer, Bear in the Garden. On the Twitch side of things. Oh, Billy Squatch is back. After years, or however long it's been. Welcome back, Billy Squatch, with the bear spray. Oh, Central Park employees are allowed to drive inside? Uh-huh. Sounds like I have a new job to get. Oh, Norell is here. I miss Norell's grand entrance. Good morning. Raul, good morning. The budgie, which is what the Aussies call Speedos, budgie smugglers. Have you seen it again, though? Ooh, look at this spider web. I don't know if you could see it. There's a massive spider web right here. It's probably not going to come through on the stream, but it's absolutely massive. I don't know. Let me try to get the camera a little bit closer. There's no spider. Looks like it's abandoned, but there is a big spider web right there. And also, look at it. No, you can't. You won't be able to tell. It's anchored a lot to the tree branch right above. I mean, I guess it's got to be. And then the other anchor is going all the way to the bush over there. Interesting. I wish you could see it. Miss Sabrina, good morning. Raul Kumar. Hi. Big time, big boy. Good morning, welcome back. God Gotti, hello. Can barely see it, right? Yeah. Oh, you've seen that bird every day. It's been adopted by a flock of sparrows. Yeah, I guess it's one of those close enough kind of a birds. Small bird, sparrows, close enough. It's the continental breakfast. Needs to be rescued, huh? Well, catching a bird probably isn't very easy. Am I ready to be surprised? I'm always ready. But I'm also never ready. Time check, 7:48, okay. Let's see, across the Gapstow Bridge. John Agius, good morning. Solo City Pop saw black squirrel for the first time in Central Park. Yeah, a lot of people are always surprised to see them in Stuyvesant Town. I don't know why. I didn't realize they were that rare outside of here. Rome check 75, Adam is back. Yeah, it was that Rizbot. Was it here or was it not? Was it in Tompkins Square Park? Where is that thing walking around? Based on your video you sent. But yeah, if they had that robot driving the Waymo cars, then I think we'd be okay. But good morning to Adam, Romancheck 75. 2 days in a row. Sounds like a lot of resources are going into this bear. How big was the walk, Sean? Coco Goff, good morning. At the end of the day, it is life. But then again, that bird would have never been here if it wasn't taken as a pet. So it's all, it's however you want to look at things in life. I see a rather thick spider web. Well, it's only probably because it was reflecting the sunlight. It came from the leaves over there to the trunk over here. Photo's got work to do. Well, hopefully you can use the extra weekend day that some folks get here to do some work. Casey Blazer, good morning. YMB van life in Australia. We have some folks from Australia here who have moved to Texas in Narelle. All right. Oh, there's more spider webs here too. Let me not get them right in my face, because it always is nice to be the first to walk through a spider web. There's the pickleball courts they have put up in Woolman Rink for the summer months. I sneezed like 2 times this morning, and then my nose has been funny since. I apologize for that. Some parrots living somewhere? Probably. I don't know if parrots do well with cold though here. I'm not a parrotologist. Which one, Soul City Pops? The one up in Harlem? The new one they put up in the park? I don't know. We don't go that way often enough, that far north. All right, let's make our way west and south, 752. But it looks like the encoder is working as it should be at the moment. No, we should go this way so we don't have to cross the path. We'll go under. Oh, Narelle's going back home for a visit. No, they don't let you back in. That should be good. I mean, it's Sunday morning before 8 a.m. Even New York has its quiet periods. It doesn't last though. It's gonna pick up. Central Park's gonna have a lot of dog walkers. Still off-leash hours until 9. Should be even more than an early morning weekday, since nobody has to worry. Well, not nobody, but a lot less of the people have to worry about work after. Ornithology is the study of birds, but of course I have to say it in a sillier way. I guess we'll go this way. Pool is still open, says Ron Gerstein. There's a GPT and Bagels and Walk Sean's poem about Central Park. Sounds like you can replace Central Park with any leafy place for that poem to work. I feel like Bagels and Walk Sean should only ever use Bowers and Wilkins speakers, B&W. That's just how it should be. Oh, Maddie String 21. Does that matter less in Australia? Although I think one of the things I don't know how renting cars works in other countries, but I feel like you're not fully an adult until you can rent a car without the extra fees, which usually happens at around 25. Chicken for breakfast weird? No. It's all a social construct. I give you the green light to do whatever you want and to not conform to society's standards. At least certain ones. Australians are gifted a kangaroo when they turn 21, they ride it to work? I didn't know that. But that does make sense, though, I think. It's important to be aware of other cultures, kangaroos or otherwise. It is still going to be a brief stream of sorts, but... Who that Dave's coming. Gonna make a stop at a certain diner, I'm certain. I said certain twice there. Yeah, I mean, they use chicken for everything else. Why not? Hickey boy, good morning. Central Park allows dogs to be off leash until 9 a.m. I think I've said that before, even in today's stream. Sounds like the kids want a dog. The dad said if we got a dog, it would ruin our cat experience. I think they would figure it out. Bleed-tastic, good morning. Jared Dixon, good morning. Max Headroom is back. Sukur, hello. Danny the Tuttle King is here. Morning. Oh, looks like we're still going to have to cross the path. Would have had to take some other bridge, I think. Could have been out. That's all right. We have the light, though. It doesn't really matter. They never seem to stop. Oh, the 9 a.m. rule was a suggestion on the weekends. Yeah. Antiseptic topics. Tripped up again. Antiseptic topics is here. Yeah, we are actually doing a test this morning. I've swapped out some of the settings and encoders in OBS to try to take advantage of a higher quality at the same bit rate at the expense of using my graphics card more. But it is an RTX A2000 in there, so it should be able to handle it. But I'm not using the best quality preset. When I was testing that one, it was pegging the GPU at 100%. I don't think I need that, so I put it on the third from the bottom. Third from highest was like P5. It said good. It's probably good enough. I'd probably need a lot more bit rate for it to make a big difference. Fascinating. Glad you enjoyed this. Or are enjoying, hopefully still. Allie's here. Yeah, I just wanted to do a test in preparation for tomorrow, because we do have to train out to Long Island later. Okay. We'll do just our loop around Columbus Circle right now. We'll do our loop. Other down Broadway, we could go down 8th Avenue a little bit. We can always do that instead of Broadway. Let me just wait here for a moment for now. Encore fam, good morning. No cars right now. Let's cross. You know what? Let's go through the actual circle of Columbus Circle. I haven't done that in a while. I don't think there's a way to cross left from here. Should be able to get back. Oh, there is a way. There's a way. Okay. This is a Christopher Columbus monument. Makes sense for Columbus Circle. Did I miss Charlotte's entrance? Hello. Jim, happy Sunday. Central Park, expensive? Nah. Of course, of course. How are the? Oh yeah, my bagels were good. What did Adam think of the bagels? Did they end up coming like timely enough to still be good? You have a miniature circle of Columbus and it's just as nice? I feel that second point might be debatable. Oops. Make this light sort of. Still red for the cars. Cream cheese was enough for 3. They were fresh and delicious. 10 out of 10 strongly recommend. Glad to hear it. Yeah, if Adam is also on the same page about these bagels, you know there's something there. 4 seconds. Do I want this? I want it. I want this. I want it. Can't stop me. My time is now. With those kinds of streets, as long as you're halfway across, it's usually no issue to finish the cross without getting in the way. Yeah, we'll have some warmer and cooler days. It's just when you're in the middle of summer in New York, you're always going to have pretty much hot days, except when Hurricane Erin cooled things down a bit. But in September, it's kind of normal to have fluctuations. There's like 2 pictures of it online. Okay, I'll take a look. Maybe. I'll probably forget. The whole idea of New York is to be filled with synchronicities, else it loses its touch. Again, synchronicity, that's just like a term for things being coincidental but seemingly aligned. Right? Like it's I don't know. I don't think it's a thing. Sorry. Wizard Pizza, good morning. Am I going back to the bagel place? Probably not right now. We might stop by there before we go to the Long Island Railroad to get some bagels for the train. Not too long, Damien, not too long. It's supposed to be a rather brief test to make sure we get out of the city in time. Bagels and Walk Show, that's one of the other settings I tried to fix. But yeah, I when I was changing the stream to HLS rather than RTMP in the YouTube stream settings, that was one of the things I made sure to remember to enable. So we have captions working on YouTube. I don't know how to figure out captions on Twitch. You're supposed to send your own captions for it to work on Twitch. But because my Twitch isn't the primary on OBS, I can't seem to pass through the subtitle stream to Twitch, even though I enabled experimental captions in OBS. Oh well. Bernadette, good morning. I think the problem is people look for meaning in coincidence. Because there's any infinite number of things that can happen, right? And just because one of those things happened doesn't mean it was like predetermined or whatever. I don't know. Can you post pictures and poems in Discord? Yeah. We have a section for photography. I think it's actually NYC. I don't know if we have another photography section right now, but we have sections for things. I don't know if we have a poetry section though. We can make a channel for that, or you can just put it in general. It doesn't really matter. Closed captions are working well. That's good. At least we got that going. It should be translating. I don't know about truth, Georgia. I don't think you can preach things that are not a given as truth. You can believe whatever you want. You can be wrong about it too, but anyway, I won't entertain that anymore. We're kind of entering the Hell's Kitchen area now. I don't know the exact cutoff streets for it. And I don't know how accurate Street Easy neighborhood maps are, but I like to use that one sometimes. Yeah, sometimes the self-help and like the motivational posters and all that, they take things a little further. They prey on people's anxieties and insecurities. Maybe prey is a strong word, but you know, they want people who are unsure of themselves and need a boost, and that's who buys the books. So they get money that way. If you don't, oh, it's spraying this way too. Ugh. But joyful one. Good morning. If I missed any good mornings, my bad. Do I want to go left yet? Not yet. Yeah, vulnerable. That's probably a good word. Yeah, it's like, it's almost like that. We've sometimes seen that graffiti that says like, dream it until it comes true. But no, don't just keep dreaming to make it come true. Actually do something, right? That's your motivation for the day. Don't just dream, do. Mrs. Commuter is here. Everyone say good morning. It's like gonna change for the. All right, we'll go towards Times Square. Start swinging towards Bryant Park. Impressionable, also a good one. Lily's, a Victorian establishment. Celebrating friendship the old-fashioned way, established 1901. Never seen this. Well, I mean, I've seen it. I've never gone. Eighth Avenue still has its issues, especially as you go between Port Authority and Penn Station. Another Serafina. Serafina's a scam. They're overpriced. The portions are small, which you can kind of guess from me saying it's overpriced anyway. Dale Carnegie has some interesting books. He also wrote the Win Friends and Influence People book, right? And that one seems to be highly regarded. Yeah, I think that's the option for me in YouTube. I didn't see another one. It said it can auto-translate a lot of languages to English, but it would be cool if it could go local too. That's right, put in the work, as Nova says. I think the vessel's been open. It's been open for a little while now. I think you still have to book a time ticket. Of course we chose this block because Sbarro was here. I'm still really upset that I missed out on the Sbarro breakfast buffet. $11.49, all you can eat. I wonder when the last time was that it was actually available. I mean, $11.49 for a breakfast buffet in Times Square, even if it is Sbarro, that's not bad. So if anybody can tell me when the last time this Sbarro was open and actually offered a breakfast buffet, I would like that answer. Nomad, hello. If dreams take too long, no time for waiting. That's right. Just do something.
Good morning, young man. It's smaller than you put on.
Oh, Lily's is a nut house? Interesting. From October to January, they let Halloween explode all over, and Christmas looks like Santa barfed everywhere. So it's one of those places. I think I understand now. Joker's here, good morning. I have one of those under sink filters from Hydroviv. It seems okay. It really lowered my water pressure though. But at least the water's supposedly filtered. But New York tap water is supposed to be pretty decent anyway. Crazy Red's back. Good morning. I've been through Times Square more times this weekend than I ever have in a weekend. The Temu cosplayers are on the prowl, getting a little aggressive. It's funny how Disney's right there and it just happens right in front of their store. I mean, they don't care. At least not here. I watched a video recently of a guy, what's his name? Hunter Williams, I think. He tried to break all the unwritten rules of Disney, like how grown-ups aren't allowed to wear costumes in the park. Apparently that was true. He wanted to see if they were myths or not. Selfie stick was true. They didn't let him have it extended, but they said Times Square sound is under us. But if he collapses it, he can use it as much as he wants. It just seems like an arbitrary thing, but... D-Rod, good morning. Are we on tomorrow morning? Yeah, I should be doing a commute tomorrow morning. People at hot dogs this early? I mean, you could. Most hot dog stands aren't really open, but you can make your own too. Let's head towards Bryant Park. Let's cross this way first since we have an opportunity to. It me Tomo, thanks for the follow. You call tap water council pop? That's funny. This has been rather random pop-up shops. Right now it's Brown and Friends. I don't know. It was a Genshin Impact shop at one point, I think. Never went in though. Is this sanctioned by the boss? For now. I think the funniest thing about Hunter Williams, if I'm getting his name right, channel, is that he has a weatherman in his city with the same exact name, and he's trying to get a bigger. His whole goal of the channel is to get a bigger following than the weatherman, and I find that funny. Raising Cane's. Did I walk past Jollibee already? Where was Jollibee around here? I don't remember. Maybe. There's like one on 8th Avenue too, so maybe I just didn't go the right way. Taco Bell Cantina, Lids, Hard Rock. Though the scaffolding, the big scaffolding around One Times Square is gone. So now the sidewalk and bike lane are finally separated over there. And hopefully the ball drop this year is on an unscaffolded building, which it will be. The news says that I found that this building opens in the fall. Raising Cane's is overrated. Yeah, we got it once. It wasn't anything amazing. But hello, Ziggy Shenane. It was supposed to be done in fall of last year, but I guess we'll take it this year if it's actually finished. Oh, Jollibee's across from Hard Rock, so it's probably over there somewhere if they open the new one. But this entire place was scaffolding covered just recently. Oh, near Disney, yeah, that's a few more blocks behind us now. Is September a good non-eventful time of year to go to New York City? Those Cluey advertisements are still up there. Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's when everyone kind of gets back to work and school. So all the people who were out of the city for summer holiday or whatever are back. But it's probably also less people being tourists, because I guess other places will also be back to the grind, potentially. And it's also not too much going on, and the weather starts to get more tolerable. So September's probably not a bad time to come. Oof, allergic to beef. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, there's some of those ticks where you get a certain specific condition, you can get very sensitive to meat. Chicken Guy and Planet Hollywood across the street. Still haven't been to either. Carl Skis, good morning. Who'd had Tave is honoring Norel, requesting 300 likes or more. I feel like I hear a sound very similar to the Times Square sound right now. Yeah, if you want to come in the coldest month of the year, that's probably February. And that's after the holiday rush. Everything is dead. The hotel should be cheaper, but yeah. If you don't care about the winter, looks like 6th Avenue might be having a street fair. I see a police do not cross sign. I'm looking, and there are stands coming up. So Control C, Control V street fair will be happening on 6th Avenue, north of 42nd Street. I'm gonna cross this way, get to the park. Yeah, February is also the official, on average, coldest month of the year. And that's when it is. Oh, why is my phone so hot in this pocket? No, it's not doing anything weird. Sometimes the flashlight is on my other phone, and like the video starts recording because I screwed it up. Is he gonna make it? No, he's not gonna do it. There's a police car right behind him. The taxi's not gonna run the red light. Well, Asdrin, thanks for the follow. Yeah, the most recent predictions for this winter is more than average snow. I don't know where they're pulling that out of, but we will judge that for ourselves, since we'll be out here every week, 3 times a week. We're using the DJI Pocket 3 in webcam mode, wrapped around my neck, so my hands are free of gimbals. I was hoping we'd get a Pocket 4 announcement this year. I don't know if there's still a chance, but the Pocket 3 is still good for our purposes, and I have backup now in case this one decides to off itself. But yeah. Did I see the new Acela? I did not personally. I don't know if this table is intended to be a barricade or a little bottleneck, but yeah. Nova's tortoise is still sleeping, so it does seem like it might be based on the tortoise weather. Based on tortoise weather, you know. We're going to be in for one. I trust that tortoise more than the Farmer's Almanac, so there's that. Yeah, the lawn is at the end of its season. It took a beating, as it does. They try to give it a lot of rest if they can. We'll have more than average AI snow. Yeah, I'll change some of the settings to make it a little bit more plentiful. Ricky came at the end of March. Weather was good. People were nice. Yeah, I feel like there's another misconception about New York. It's really like anywhere, though. It's, you know, you're always going to run into people who aren't nice. Not to mention anyone can be, you don't know what kind of stuff they've had going on that day either. And sometimes it's hard to separate. But yeah. Supposedly it starts September 11th this year, San Gennaro, from what someone said in the stream. You getting relocated, Damien? Well, hopefully they provide all of the moving expenses and the new place as frictionless as possible. Peter McKinnon, the Hobbit, not the photographers here. Thank you for making that distinction. We always wonder. Snow still April NYC? I mean, snow's not a given here, so snow's not a given. April snow is possible, but it's unlikely. Even March snow. But you never know. it's not always, not ever, predictable with no fault. Average wages. I don't currently know what minimum wage is, but depending, there are changes in prices knowing or wages knowing that it's a high cost of living city, but not always enough. So it varies. Depends on your line of work. To redecorate everything, Damien, is that even enough? Oh man, because I know you have a pretty big family too. Well, all my best to you. Hopefully, at least they move you into a nicer place. That'd be nice. James Davison, good morning. Also, probably need to start wrapping up. I said it was going to be a rather short one. It was just a test of this new streaming. What would be the right term for it if I was using RTMP before? Now I'm using HLS protocol, because it's a different way to send the stream to YouTube, and then it encodes it a little differently. Hopefully more efficiently. But yeah. Oh, we have to pick someone to raid. Anyone live right now? We gotta pick someone to raid. All right, while we decide the raid, I'll say my thanks. Thanks, folks, for joining the Sunday morning test. Still in 4K. Maybe a little bit better quality, I don't know. Haven't changed the bitrate, but changed the encoder. But thank you for the Super Chat, Super Stickers, PayPal, Patreon memberships. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, non-subscribers. Thank you, too. If you're not subscribed, listening, do think about it. Helps us out. Helps other walkers out, too. We as Daction, thanks for the follow. Raid Just Keth. Twitch friends, thanks for the follows and subs. Well, the 360 footage should be up again. It should be back to 4K. Somehow YouTube fixed that, but it looks like 8K is never going to process on that one, unfortunately. Just Keth in Bangkok, okay. If you do have Amazon Prime, you could always use a Prime sub if you want, and you'll get ad-free viewing on my channel. Apparently. Hopefully that works. Back to YouTube. Thank you for your thumbs, and thank you to the mods everywhere. And I'll see you tomorrow morning for a bit of a commute. It is a holiday here in New York, but I should be doing my thing. So until we see each other again, which again should be tomorrow, have a good rest of Sunday, and tomorrow probably about 8 a.m.-ish, hopefully, depending, and we'll see you then. Until then, have a good one.